What is going on with Voyager 1? I'll talk about it in a second. Welcome to Paranormal Into the Night on the Late Late Horror Show.
Just me, or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey everybody, welcome to Paranormal Into the Night right here on the Late Late Horror Show. What is going on? Welcome one, welcome all. We got another Paranormal Into the Night trivia night with some aliens, UFO talk, and everything else. I can't even believe I'm here tonight, you guys. I just ate something and I feel like, it was just a little bit of too much of something that I ate. But anyways, welcome everybody. Welcome Connie Clary, Emily Thompson, Droon Howdy from Texas. How you doing? Tracy Asteria, Casper McDonald. Howdy all. So thankful for your overnight shows. Like last night when my 6-year-old blood sugar wants to be wonky. So sorry, Casper McDonald. Hopefully the night wasn't too bad, but much love to your kiddo there. And Robin, hello, Emily Thompson, says, I had a UFO sighting close up, came home from the night shift at AT&T and didn't turn light on, so I didn't wake family, walked into my bedroom and saw the bright light coming down fast. We'll have to do, okay. Bubba is here. What's going on, Bubba? Robin. Got a few things to talk about. Harry Scott is here. One girly girl. Hopefully your night was okay, girly girl. Richard Speaker is here. What is going on, Richard? Nice to see you as always. JLR is there. Happy Thursday, everybody. Yes, another Paranormal Into the Night trivia night. What is going on first with NASA's Voyager 1? I don't know if you guys have heard the news today, but this thing's been since 1977. It left our solar system in 2012 and continues to send back data nonstop. It's a shame that we're not seeing everything and getting everything. But what struck me today, and the big news really, is that, and let me read this here. NASA said that from what its engineers can tell, Voyager 1's is sending randomly generated data that does not reflect what's actually happening on board. But even if system data suggests otherwise, the spacecraft's antenna seems to be properly aligned as it has been since 1977, beaming everything right back to us, straight to Earth, yet. It's receiving and executing commands from NASA and sending data back to Earth. It said that so far the system hasn't triggered the aging spacecraft into safe mode or nothing. Basically, it's telling us that they're getting some weird stuff that they can't figure out from Voyager 1. A bunch of data's coming in that they don't even know what it is. They have no idea. It looks weird. Who knows if we'll be able to figure it out, but it's working properly. The antenna's in the right direction, but somehow we're receiving signals and some information that we can't comprehend. We can't figure it out. So it's interesting that they even said that, but little suspicious. What if it's something that when it is figured out, we won't hear about it because they'll be like, holy cow, look what we just got sent to us from Voyager 1. But the fact that it's still out there beyond our solar system, which it left in 2012, okay, is beaming this stuff back is just unbelievable. And the fact that NASA came out today and told us about it, that they have no idea what it's sending us, glimpses of stuff, right? Glimpses of stuff. Anyways, the vagrancy horror. What is going on? Spoiler. It's always aliens. Who knows what it is, but it's very, very interesting. That's for sure. Dave Plouffe. Hey, what's going on, Dave Plouffe? Voyager 1 and 2 have always been awesome. Very cool, very cool. It's amazing to me, Dave, that something sent out there, and after all of these years is still past our solar system. It keeps going, and it's still sending us signals. And I don't know when it's going to end, but hey, Emily Thompson across my wall of windows, continuing on from her story, stood there and watched it until it left, was bright white and glowed, no noise, zipped so fast between pine trees, hovered in place, and then zipped again, finally left. Emily, that's a very interesting encounter. Well, I'd say encounter, but I might have to have you on to talk about this. But any other weird stuff going on, just other than that? I mean, with that comes abductions and other things. Nightmares? Dreams of aliens? I mean, let me know. Anyways, Jeremy M is here. What's going on, Jeremy M? Good to have you here today. Yeah, it is pretty amazing. Dave Plouffe says, I think Voyager 1 is in the Kuiper Belt. Yeah, it's out there somewhere. I don't think they stated exactly. They may have. It was news I just picked up, waiting to see what Voyager 2 has sent Earth. CM, what's going on? Going to get ready with some trivia in a few here. Since Dave Plouffe is in the chat here, we will be doing Kolchak, the Night Stalker, trivia night on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so look forward to that. Some really good questions. Dave Plouffe did a really good job, and I thank him again for doing that. Everybody loves Kolchak, and it's going to be a fun time. My dad laughed at me until he saw one, says Emily. Interesting. Just going back real quick, Stephen Gufreda, they are on their way to take over. Who knows? But anyways, I think I said hi to Valencia Burns. Think that takes care of everybody. Yeah. Hey. So glad to have everybody here. I hear we are having a Kolchak trivia. Yeah. We certainly are. But thank you all for being here. And another thing, and I will put the link here. I won't keep putting it in. I won't drive you guys nuts. But there's the Patreon link and the channel join link to join the channel. Patreon, 2 movie nights a week. This Monday at 8 p.m. we're going to have our 80,000 subscriber party on Patreon, so you guys can come, join, hang out, have fun. It's going to be a really cool, fun time talking to everybody. Video, audio, like we do for movie nights, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Join in. Adam for Christ. Hello, the Late Horror Show and everyone. What is going on? But speaking of in a fair world, Darren McGavin would have won an Emmy. Yeah, for sure. But the thing that's interesting too on our Patreon is for Friday night, tomorrow, movie night, I put the poll up at the beginning of the week, and I thought The Burbs was going to run away with it. It was going to be Burbs. Then The Comedy of Terrors kind of overtook it a little bit. But then there's another movie that I put up there called, from Mario Bava, called Planet of the Vampires from 1965. And it overtook everything. It's got 20 votes. The Burbs 1989 has 12. The Comedy of Terrors is in second place with 13. And then the fourth one I threw in just for fun, Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine 1965, has 4 votes. So we've got 50 votes and Planet of the Vampires 1965 is going to be the movie we watch tomorrow night on movie night. And not that it's a bad thing, because the Planet of the Vampires I really got hooked. I love that movie. It is fantastic. The acting, the experimenting with the film and everything in it, everything is just fantastic. So we are going to be watching that all together on Patreon for movie night, and we get together, and there's usually, I know Dave Fluffé, no, Patreon is rigged. I thought for sure Comedy of Terrors would win. You know what? I thought Burbs would definitely win, but then Comedy of Terrors, and I'm like, Vincent Price, okay, I get it. But then this, Planet of the Vampires just pulled way ahead really fast, and I was just like, holy cow. Hey, and another thing, if you guys have not yet, hold on, Cam's Crash Courses at the Late Late Horror Show. Hi, Dino. Thanks for all the great streams. The heliopause is the term for the area passed through out of our galaxy. So interesting. And Tracy, really, hi, Tracy. It's nice to see you. Okay, good. Yeah. Yep. Heard that. I think that was in the article that I read today. So very cool. Probably those same people who voted for the Crazy Red Planet or whatever the name of that movie was. No. Dave, have you seen Planet of the Vampires yet? It's a classic, man. Wade Lindemann, what is going on? Okay, UFOs, what are they? Carl Mids. Well, this is trivia night, so I'm going to start asking some questions. But, okay, UFOs, what are they? I've done plenty of shows on them. So if you want to, I don't know if that's a serious question, because could be us, could be a species from another planet, solar system. Who the heck knows? I mean, your mind can go in many different directions. UFOs could be interdimensional. They could be coming to us from the 24th dimension. They could be coming to us in many different forms. Heck, people say UFOs aren't even objects. They're demons. Some say they're angels. Some say they're whatever. So, I mean, we can go into that one of these nights. What are UFOs? What are they? And I'll have a couple guests on, and we'll just tackle that subject, just that subject matter, which would be very cool. And I think, Agi Nost, I did have him on here talking about the Mars pictures and all that we did the other day. And, we kind of touched on some of that stuff, but yeah, not a bad idea. Has never seen the Burbs. Please don't block me, Dave Fluffé. No, God, you haven't seen the Burbs. You're going to see it Sunday then. You're going to see it Sunday. Burbs is going to be the movie for Sunday. That's for damn sure. If you have not seen the Burbs yet, you are going to witness that spectacular event with us. Okay. The other thing, thanks for clearing that up. No problem, Carl Mids. Anyways. And the Skinwalker Ranch series that continues. Me and Doug Bradley touched on it when we were talking paranormal the other day, and it's a very intriguing series that's on right now, and about the Skinwalker Ranch and a lot of very cool, interesting stuff going on there. And I'm glad that they're continuing this for a second season. I wasn't sure if they were going to or not, but very, very cool. Vampires on woohoo for Sunday on Patreon. Yeah. Anyways, wanted to say a shout out. If you guys did not see my interview with Pinhead himself from Hellraiser, Doug Bradley, please go back a couple videos ago and check it out. It was a very, very interesting interview and talk. When I do interviews with people, whether they're stars or they're just authors, paranormal people, I like to keep it more like a conversation than an interview. So we kind of flowed with it, and we touched on a lot of different topics. And I've watched a lot of interviews with Doug Bradley, and I haven't seen a conversation quite like that. So, it was like two buddies talking, and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. So check it out if you haven't. So, did interview Doug Bradley himself, Pinhead, Hellraiser, was something I was looking forward to. And I thank Steph again for helping out with that. That's for sure. And anyways, so let's get to some trivia, huh? Dave Plouffe, loved the interview with Doug Bradley and even subscribe to his channel. Yes, please do. Because he reads Lovecraft, Dickens, many of the classic, and that, Dave, that's right up your alley. So I could see you being drawn to his channel for sure. Drone, UFOs are now called UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Well, you can say now they're called that, but they're called many different things. And UFO still applies amongst other abbreviations and stuff like that. So it all depends, who you're talking to, what you're talking about, and all that good stuff. It was a cool interview and glad he wanted to chill longer than an hour. Yes, he didn't want to leave. I had to end it in an hour and a half and say, I gotta, continue on with, I got an old time radio stream to do tonight. So, anyways, and by the way, the one listed last night, the mixed bag that I did, this is why I gotta be very careful with certain, shows. There was 5 seconds of music in it. So YouTube takes it for granted to put ads wherever they want. So that's unlisted now. But tonight we're going to have another mystery stream. Lots of suspense, CBS Radio Mystery Theater and more. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. It'll be kind of a spooky mystery night. Very cool. Let's see. I subbed to Robin. I haven't checked it out yet though. I can't wait. I subbed to, to Doug Bradley. Robin, and hello, Robin. And hello, McDougal McStiffy. Hello. The conversation led me to subscribe to YouTube. His reading of H.P. Lovecraft's Outsider is good. Yes. There it is. Thank you, Dave. Very good stuff. We watched Skinwalker Ranch. Travis is from the Space Center in Huntsville, Alabama. He is a level-headed, very science-oriented doctor. I trust anything he says. He looks too science. No, there's something going on there, Emily. There's definitely, again, listen to me and Doug talk about it on that interview with Doug Bradley. There's something anomalous going on in that area, and it's very, very intriguing. John David, I have a theory that they are us in the future sending drones back in time that are interdimensional phenomena unleashed by experiments of Jack Parsons. Very, very cool. Yes. Many different theories, ideas. We really don't know 100%, but any one of us could go in many different directions on what we really think is going on. So, hey, who's to know? Who is to know? And with that said, let's start doing some trivia, huh? You guys ready for some trivia? Have some fun here. And I did enjoy the pictures you posted, Connie Clary, of the bird, Talon, up there. Glad he's feeling better. Very cool birds. Some birds, man, I tell you, that's her baby. So I get it. Anyways, let's continue with Paranormal Into the Night trivia and see who wins tonight. Yeah. So, and I also apologize, man. There's nothing I can do with YouTube when it comes to the adult chat bots that come in or channels that come in and spam all night long. I cannot believe that they go after channels and they give problems to people, but yet a channel that spamming the adult chat stuff is a channel. It's been reported on by me, by many other people, that they're spamming all everybody's live streams. Can you stop it? Do you know what? That channel is still up? Still up. The world trying to run a business by computers does not work. You need some people to control some things. Anyways, that's just me ranting a little bit. No, I know it's not my fault. I just say I apologize because it disrupts a chat. That's for sure. And it pisses me off. People are trying to enjoy the stream overnight. And if they're looking at the chat and want to chat, you've got somebody, a channel coming in and spamming. And you're like going, come on, man, this is just ridiculous. This is just, you can't figure this out. But, hey, anyways, it is what it is. I know you guys enjoy the chats. It'll eventually go away. As long as the chat thing is, I keep reporting them, and so does a couple other people. So do apologize. But anyways, I don't think the bots will drive anybody away. No, but it kills, the spirit of things. You know what I mean? I think you get what I'm saying. It's a very annoying situation, and the fact that they can't, yes, that bot is a nest, yippers. Bubba, you hit on something, because it's very interesting that they're allowed. I don't get it. But anyways, here we go. Maybe UFOs are bots. That may be, John David. So let's get to question number 1, the first question of the evening. Let's see what you guys can do. And as always, here's the link one last time for Patreon and to join the channel. We haven't had one in a while, so it'd be nice to go, hey, welcome. And lots to do. Big party on Monday, 8 p.m. Movie night. Yeah, they're gonna block those, Wade Lindemann, and I guess it's being blocked for a reason. So I guess leave it hidden, okay? I see what you said, Wade, but leave it hidden. Don't anybody, I'm gonna hide it, just because maybe me unhiding all these things tells them, oh, it's okay for it to be shown in the chat. Just watch what you say when it comes to like dirty words and stuff like that. Or heck, don't even say bots in the thing, because maybe they'll allow that. I don't know. But anyways, here's the first question of the evening. But I hear you 100%, Wade Lindemann. 100%. It is totally ridiculous. Yes, 81.1 subscribers now, McDougal McStiffy. I did want to have it, oh boy, a couple weeks ago, but we've gained another 1,100 subscribers. So, hey, that 100,000 subscribers, that'll be the big party. Maybe that's roughly where I get some kind of convention or something together, and we all meet. Jeremy M. I know he wants to meet, and several others. And if Terrence M. Ritchie pulls through, and I hope, well, he will pull through. I know that. He'll be able to eventually meet up with us too, and all that, as well as all our other friends who need prayers and love and all that other good stuff. So, with that said, again, 22 minutes. Here's the first trivia question of the evening. Okay, and it's a pretty easy one. So, in one of the first and most famous alien abduction accounts, you guys probably already know the answer now, often known as the Hill abduction, what were the first names of the couple who were abducted? A, Fred and Wilma. B, Homer and Marge. C, Barney and Betty. D, Fred and Daphne. So, does anybody know? This is pretty easy. So, Pro Center, what's up? All good stuff up, bud. How about you? Good to see you, Pro Center. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Somebody's paying attention. Droon gets the first point of the evening. It is Barney and Betty Hill. It's the Barney and Betty Hill incident. So that was an easy one to start off with. Betty and Barney. Yep, Betty and Barney. See. Yeah, I was just talking about. And the next paranormal might not be a trivia. I think it might be next Thursday. I'm going to have Heather Arnold back on. She's Stones and Bones and ancient civilizations. And we will touch on the giants of the Caribbean, amongst other giants, such as the Nephilim and other beings back in ancient history. So Heather Arnold will be back on, and we will be doing a show. I do believe this next Thursday, so look out for that. That will be very interesting. She did a very good show way back with me a long time ago, and it was really, really good. So look forward to that. Nice. Heather is a great guest. Yes. Unsolved Mysteries did a segment on it and done well. Stones, Bones, and the Paranormal. Yep. Dave Plouffe. Yep. You were there live many years ago when it was happening. Anyways, next question. Oh my God, why did I eat so much of that food? Oh, you know how sometimes it just... Oh, and has anybody seen... So there's my yin and yang. That's good and evil, and good and bad, whatever. And there's my Griffith, my dragon there. I love that. Anyways, just showing you a couple tattoos. Wah! Anyways, yeah, good stuff. Next question. Which renowned filmmaker was behind the 2002 miniseries Taken, which addressed the cover-up of the Roswell UFO incident? Was it A, James Cameron, B, Steven Spielberg, C, Robert Zemeckis, or D, George Lucas? D, George Lucas. A, James Cameron, B, Steven Spielberg, C, Robert Zemeckis, or D, George Lucas? Let's see. Yeah, pretty easy question. Well, there we go. Droon has another point, so that gives him 2. It was B, Steven Spielberg. B, Steven Spielberg. That's on TV right now, says Harry Scott. Oh, very cool. Interesting. Cody Jarrett, what's going on? He says Spielberg. Yes, Spielberg all the way. Have some Ovaltine. Oh. You know what? Not even Ovaltine can I have at the moment, Dave, because I'm just too full. Give me an hour and I'll be good, but not right now. Slack made the show. Robert Stack made the show. Gotcha. What do you have for supper? It was, usually I don't get so filled from Chinese food, but it was Chinese food. But I also, it was a place where there was some salmon too. So it was salmon kind of with the Oriental rice, and it was just, it filled, I don't know. It filled me up, man. But anyways, I made shake and bake for supper. Shake and bake. Oh my God, I haven't heard that since my mom made it for us kids back in the day. Shake and bake. You put it in a bag and you shake it up. Good stuff, man. Fry that stuff up in butter, and you got yourself a good meal. Okay, next question. Here we go. Next question. It is speculated that the Dyatlov Pass, the Dyatlov Pass incident has a possible extraterrestrial explanation for the mysterious events that occurred to a group of hikers in 1959. How many people died during the incident? Was it A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 9? So hopefully you guys know the Dyatlov Pass incident. Dyatlov Pass incident in 1959 with the hikers. How many people died? Ended up dying. A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 9? If you guys remember that. Russia, right? C, A, no. Dyatlov. Thank you, Dave Plouffe. Thank you, Dave. Oh, geez. Come on, you guys. You guys are putting all kinds of different things. Hey, what would I do without you, Dave? Never heard of it. John David comes in first with his first point. Dyatlov. What was I saying? Dyatlov. Wasn't I saying Dyatlov? Did I say something different? Anyways, very, very cool. So John David's got his first point. It is D. 9 people died. Go check out Dyatlov Pass incident when you get a chance. It's a very, very, very interesting story from our history. So there you go. Horror Junkie for Life, member for 8 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope you are doing good, Horror Junkie for Life, and hope everything is going your way. I haven't checked Discord lately or about what's going on, so hopefully everything's going good. WWM, I just made it. Yes, you did. The Russian Socialist Federal Republic of the USSR in the Ural Mountains. Pearl Center, very cool. No, go look it up. It's an interesting story, one that would be cool to cover on the channel, and we shall see. We shall see. Also, I started this today. I think you guys are going to like this. There's a new segment coming up. As you know, my mind is always going and racing. And so far, Drew got 2 points and John David with 1. But I've been thinking, how do I bring Dr. Bubonic into the channel? How do I do, should he host movies? Should he, what should he do? Basically what he's going to be doing is he's going to be narrating original stories, not like sitting down reading a book, but narrating, like telling a story kind of like creepypasta wise. And these are stories that I'm creating myself. So I hope you enjoy them, but it's started today. Hopefully I'll have the first episode up of Dr. Bubonic's Dream Diary is what it's going to be called. Where he somewhat narrates or somewhat tells a story from the mind of Dr. Bubonic. So they will always be spooky. They will always be paranormal, mystery, something like that. So look forward to that. Anyways, Dyatlov, woodpecker in Russian. This was not a trivia question. Thanks, Dave Plouffe. I like my pasta with chicken. Okay. Oh, my God. So hopefully you guys look forward to that next week. It's starting out very, very cool. I mean, I think I think it might be one of the cooler things that I'm doing, especially creating these stories myself. And let me just say the first story that I'm working on here now with Dr. Bubonic's Dream Diary has to do with an EVP. I'll leave it at that. Very spooky, very spooky. So anyways, here we go. Next question. What is the title of the influential 1968 book by Eric von Däniken, which addresses ancient astronauts and their interaction with ancient civilizations on Earth? Dave, you probably know this already. I got to hurry up and read this so you don't type it in. A, Messengers of Deception. B, The Lost Books of Enki. C, Beneath the Pyramids. Or D, Chariots of the Gods. Eric von Däniken, 1968 book, Ancient Astronauts. A, Messengers of Deception. B, The Lost Book of Enki. C, Beneath the Pyramids. Or D, Chariots of the Gods. Yeah, I knew. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Prol Center gets it first. Chariots of the Goes. Prol Center gets it first. Chariots of the Goals. I know you meant gods. Prol Center with his first point of the evening. Droon with 2, John David with 1, and Prol Center with 1. It is Chariots of the Gods, D. So there you go. Looks like everybody knew that. That's awesome. There you go. I am glad you guys all know that because, yeah, that is an excellent book and one that dives deep into our ancient civilization. Let's talk in search of. Yeah, there you go. I am not even bothering with the questions. It is on the bookshelf, right? Yep. I learned that one by the Giorgio guy on Ancient Aliens, whose hair grows taller and taller each episode. Yeah, there you go. Cam's Crash Course at the Late Late Horror Show. This is a pretty good B horror movie called The Devil's Pass about the incident. The Devil's Pass. Let me write that down. I haven't heard of it. I don't think. The Devil's Pass. So I got that written down. I will check that out. Thank you, Cam's Crash Courses. I watch Chariots of the Gods all the time right here on the YouTubes. There you go. Yeah, you can find anything here, right? So, next question. Alongside the phenomena of Men in Black encounters, which other black-colored phenomena have people witnessed in relationship to UFO cover-ups? A. Black mists. B. Black helicopters. C. Black letters. Or D. Black cameras. A. Black mists. B. Black helicopters. C. Black letters. Or D. Black cameras. This is a link to Chariots of the Gods in 1970. Thank you, Dave Fluffet. It was pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. I want my own personal copy, says Connie Clary. Yep, you need to get the book. Black-eyed children. Yes, Bubba, that's another one. So, yeah, but it is B. John David gets a point. B. Black helicopters. Black-eyed children weren't listed in my answers, but that could easily have been on there as an answer, because black-eyed children is a very interesting paranormal phenomenon that people talk about, and look it up. It's very, very interesting. Droon has 2, John David with 2, and Pearl Center with 1. It's not an Ovaltine, but it's water. So, very cool. So, I got to go back. Let's see. I'm just going back and getting my... Okay, here we go. Okay. Next question. I put B first. I need to get a point. Horror Junkie, did you? Let me go back. I know you didn't. Come on. Wait. Yeah. Are you trying to mess with me, Horror Junkie? What are you doing? Okay, next question. In what capacity was Bob Lazar employed in the late 1980s at a secret site near Area 51 called S4? In what capacity was Bob Lazar employed in the late 1980s at a secret site near Area 51 called S4? A. Examination of extraterrestrial bodies. B. Secret interstellar space flights. C. Reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology. Or D. Teaching alien visitors human history and language. So there you go. Tracy Asteria with a $5 super sticker of a fox clapping with star, whatever, and bravo. Very cool. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Much love. I will give it reverse engineering. Okay, well, yeah. You know what? A couple of you guys typed it out. Bubba. Reverse engineering, I am going to give that to you because I know exactly what you meant, just like everybody else said. I mean, it basically is reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. So, D, or C. S10. Yep, WWM S10. Reverse engineering UFOs. Tracy has deep pockets. What? McDougal McStiffy. What's that mean? Appreciate it, Tracy, very much. Let's Let's see. Now that is someone I want to see you interview. I mean, you did John Lair already. Yes, I did. Interviewed John Lair. Boy, you know what? That guy is so stubborn, Dave Plouffe. Bob Lazar is such a stubborn man that I don't know if I could get him on here to interview. Whitley Strieber, I'm in chat with him because I would love to interview Whitley Strieber about his abductions and the ongoing history of his abduction case, which is based on communion, but has spawned several subsequent books on what he's been going through with these alien grays. So very good. I hope to get that. But Bob Lazar would be very... Yeah, his interviews on Art Bell are very re-listenable. Oh, all of Art Bell's shows are re-listenable. But yeah, I'm looking into that. Peter Winicki. Hi again, everybody. What's going on, Peter? Nice to see you here, for sure. Strieber's a great talker. Yes, he is, Robin. And still very knowledgeable. As was John Lear. But, boy, if you guys didn't hear the interview I did with him, again, you got to join the Patreon, man. I put all the old classic Paranormal Into the Night shows up there. And, yeah, there's the links to Patreon and joining the channel. It's very, very interesting, to say the least, what's up there behind the moon, in front of the moon, draped, hidden from our view with mirrors and all kinds of... re-listen to that. And Whitley Strieber is fascinating. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Whitley Strieber, meh. Bob Lazar would be awesome to hear from. He seems more credible to me. Peter Wernicki. I'm gonna challenge you on that, Peter. Because I think George Knapp, I'd love to reach out to him too. I have many emails. It's not easy, especially with what I'm doing here full time, to get all these people. But Peter, Whitley Strieber is not meh whatsoever. If that's your opinion of him, my thinking is that you're like he's full of crap. Because if you tell me his stories aren't interesting in any way, I'd have to disagree with you. And when we come to Bob Lazar, okay, although interesting story, it's just that story. There are many things that Bob Lazar has talked about in the past, and everybody talks about how he always sticks to his guns. His story never changes. It's always... The fact that he says... He would almost tell you that he didn't even know what a UFO is. I don't even know what a UFO is when they came to me. I don't understand. And or he can't remember. I don't even remember these things. They don't even stick in my memory. I don't even care about it. I just go on and I make cheese sandwiches, because it's just not that interesting to me. Now, there's so many things that Bob Lazar has gone on to talk about other than his story that I go, how can you even say that? How can you tell me? Okay, there's one thing with being skeptical and not believing, okay? There's that, okay? But to say, even after the fact, you walk in and you see several different types of UFO alien ships, okay? And the government wants you to reverse engineer these things, okay? How can you, after the fact, okay, after seeing this, say I'm sorry, but the subject doesn't even interest me. Okay? The subject doesn't even interest me. That almost throws up red flags to me that, listen, Bob Lazar, I think you're full of shit. I think you got caught up with John Lear. This whole thing, I'm not saying he wasn't out at Area 51 and didn't have some work in some capacity there and stuff like that. But to say that afterwards, yes, I'd like to have him on my show and talk to him about that, because I think it's a bunch of bullcrap. But anyways, Peter, I welcome the pushback. Strieber's story is interesting for sure, but I just have a hard time believing him. No, exactly. In the same way I'm talking about Bob Lazar right now. I think it's a pile of crap. Okay? I see a UFO. I could be the most skeptical. I could never know what a UFO is. Could never know what paranormal is, a ghost, or, be isolated from the world. But you put me in there to look at all these ships and go, these are alien ships. I want you to reverse engineer. And then to talk to people in interview after interview, Art Bell, and say, it's just something that just doesn't interest me. Blows my mind. Anyways, let's get back to some more. Of course, they're all lying in my curmudgeonly opinions, the Stairpike. I got that from you last time, Stairpike. I know you're very skeptical, and it doesn't mean I don't believe in certain aspects, but Stairpike, I got you. Your rant changes nothing, says McDougal McStiffy. I know, I just went on a little rant. Hey, one Sean Bond, what is going on? Nice to see you here. I get, Peter, again, I get why people don't buy Lazar's story. I guess I just want to believe that it's true. And then, you know what, Peter, then why don't you want to believe Whitley Strieber? Again, I could see you saying it's just a bunch of bull, but Bob Lazar, I mean, think about what I just said there. You know what I mean? Who says that? Think about the subsequent interviews he had after the fact, and how is that possible? And I do want to believe that. But anyways, I don't hate him. I just think he's delusional, says Stairpike. And now back to more music, says Harry Scott. Bell's interview on Bell Files is revealing. The Bell Files. Yeah, that's... Anyways, yeah. I remember the Bell Files. Don't think that's around anymore, but anyways. LOL, thank you, Dino, is all going okay. Cheers. Good to hear, Sean. Good to hear. Looking back real quick, just want to be sure I don't miss anything. John David, the thing about Bob Lazar is the element 115 he was talking about that turned out years down the road to be true. Yes, and that's a scientific thing, not a UFO thing. So that's, well, I mean, I guess, they're intertwined for what his story says. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, on to the next. Let's get another trivia question out there. I think UFOs are the U.S. military. Could quite be possible. Pro Center, for sure. McDougal McStiffy, Whitley is a writer, end of story. Doesn't mean a writer can't be abducted. I mean, how many people can you call a writer? And there is a possibility they were abducted. I don't know. I know. I get what you're saying, McDougal. I do get what you're saying. So it is a good point. Valid point. Emily Thompson, what do you think of the nurse who told the undertaker who came to the base thinking they had a plane crash? She died shortly thereafter, mysteriously in a plane crash. She told him he needed to leave. Anyways. Cam's crash courses. Bowl Pucky. It's the most interesting thing in the world. Yes, it most certainly is. Cam's, what are you talking about? What's the most interesting thing in the world? Bob Lazar, UFOs, Whitley Strieber, which one of those? What are you talking about? Von Daniken is a writer too. Yes, he is. He's a writer. He speaks of ancient astronauts. He speaks of many, many paranormal. Yes. So that the Community movie is a travesty, says Robin. Yeah. It's got Christopher Walken in it though. Oh, Christopher Walken. It's a good movie. Christopher Walken. That was terrible. But anyways, I can totally get behind Von Daniken's ancient astronaut theory. Well, definitely. A writer can be abducted. Do I believe him? No. Okay, gotcha. Hey, let's move on. Von Daniken. I like that this spawned kind of some good conversation. So, yes, Chariots of Gods. It's a very good book, Stairpike, and very, there are several books on, how about ancient archaeology? There's so much out there that you can't just turn a blind eye to the paranormal field. You can turn a blind eye or laugh at certain individuals in the field, but the overall picture. Cody Jarrett, I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. Emily, the nurse at the Roswell base. Bubba, yeah, that's what she's talking about. It's interesting, Emily. That's for sure. But again, who knows? I don't know. Anyways, what do you think of Jim Marr's writing? Jim, there's another one. CM coming out with a good name. Jim Marr's, man, he's been in it for a long time, and he is very interesting. A guy that I don't take with a grain of salt. He definitely knows what he's talking about. So one guy I don't believe in is that Swiss one-armed farmer with the UFO photos. So boy, Billy Meyer, the Billy Meyer case, McDougal McStiffy. And you know what? I'm behind you 100%. I believe that was a guy, like most cult leaders, in my opinion, Billy Meyer kind of rode that bandwagon or that pedestal or whatever you want to say. He rode that for as long as he could as somewhat of a cult leader. He had his thing going up there with all of the Billy Meyer's followers, and it was a cult, plain and simple. The guy tricked people into thinking he was more than he was, and that's what cult leaders do. And he got as many people as he possibly could behind him. And yeah, he was a Charles Manson of paranormal, and he got everybody behind him. They all lived in a hippie, environment, and what he said was gospel. And there's a lot he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't, but he would say, yes, this is total BS. Cult leader. Anyways, moving on. Jim Marrs passed away. Rest in peace. Marrs died a few years ago. Yep. Did many good interviews with Art Bell. Lots of interesting theories, different perspectives for sure. Yes, for 100% agree. Billy made some neat models though. Yes, Billy Myers did what he could to get himself in the public eye, and then hell, he took it from there, man, and said, the dude's evil, man. He's evil in my book. But anyways, I don't think it was aliens, says Steerpike. I think it was artifacts of advanced antediluvian civilization that left the evidence that Von Daniken wrote about. So Steerpike, well, I guess I can't ask you this question because it's too broad of a question for somebody to answer in chat. Because I would tell you, okay, what you're saying then is everything is from the ancient past, from us. It has nothing to do with any outside sources, such as alien species of any kind or whatever. You're saying life has never entered our planet from the beginning of time to the end of time, left anything here of any substance at all whatsoever, any evidence. Or maybe you just don't believe there's anything out there past Earth that holds life. And I hope that's not the case, Stairpike, because when you look and you see all those little dots, we've heard it a million, billion, zillion times. When you look up there, how can you not dream just a little bit and say, there's no way, there's no way. And the one thing I'll take to my grave is that we are not special on this little planet. And it pisses me off that there's so much more out there that we aren't involved in, that we don't get to experience in our life, at least in this lifetime. But Earth is not a special planet. It's a special planet in our solar system, but others will tell you not just that, but there are other places. There are moons around some of these planets that can easily harbor life, the intelligent life, where there's water. We don't know how these species live, how aliens live, how other in different universes even. So, there is that speculation that there's no way in this vast universe, we're all there is. So that's all I got to say about that. And yes, I don't believe life can reach us. It is too. Okay, well, I do. Okay, good. But I believe there are now and have been in the past billions of intelligent races. Very good, Stairpike. My point exactly. I do. Okay, that's a whole different show. Whether I believe they can reach us or not, because technology in the future could be they get here like that. If we're talking levels of dimensions, and it doesn't even take but a split second to come from the 24th, the second, the third, whatever dimension you're in, and pop here, takes no time at all. Whether we can get the speed, whether it's warp speed or anything like that, like Star Trek, like the sci-fi movies, that's a totally different story in itself too. How fast can they get here? So that's a show in itself. But well said, Stairpike. Well said. Don't want to miss nothing here. Previous human expansion to the moon, then collapse of the civilization. I do believe life has come and gone on this planet many times. So agree with you, Dino. Well said. Thank you, John. They're just too far away. Plus, the odds are always X to infinity. You cannot beat those odds. Again, Stairpike, if you're thinking outside the box, think about, Michio Kaku has talked about dimensions, the theory and the possibilities of there actually being different dimensions. And then, but again, that's a different show, and hopefully one day we can cover that on this show for sure. Paul P. Christman, Lovecraft had a good solid idea of what intelligent life in the other parts of the universe might be like. Yes. Lots of people do. They're all very, very interesting for sure. Phil M. Hi, everyone. A big hello from me in the UK. Good to see you here, Phil M. Being part of the chat. And what is usually trivia, I'm going to try to get to some more questions. We still got a half hour. So far, Droon is in the lead with 2. John David in lead, tied for the lead with 2. Pro Center with 1 and Bubba with 1. And I will get spewing on some more. I do love all the feedback I'm getting here. If you're counting on rockets, nobody can go anywhere. Oh, no kidding, McDougal McStiffy. 100% agree, of course. Rockets aren't getting us nowhere. It's a whole different technology that we need to get to. And I think that's where the whole interdimensional type thing. Theoretical physics talk about something that we don't see, but is there. And once we tap into that, then we can go places, man. But, until then, who knows? Stairpike, I never think outside the box. Fair. I hear you. Let's see. Yeah, rockets might be as well, be Stone Age. Oh, yeah. I mean, when we look back on us, shooting these rockets, yes, it will be like the invention of the wheel, or something like that. It's just not even funny. It is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Got to run to get some stuff done before dark. See y'all tomorrow at movie night on Patreon, and Saturday at Kolchak. Yes, Dave Plouffe. See you later. Thank you. Maria with Tea and Telly says, howdy. What is going on, Maria? Nice to see you here. It's been a while, but good to see you. Bermuda Triangle and Great Lakes Triangle, Connie Clary. Yes, kind of similar circumstances. I almost, both can be associated with weather. Especially the lakes. We call Lake Erie Triangle. I think that has to do with some weather, but nevertheless, good point. Squirrel nuts, what's going on? A cuttlefish is alien life to us comparably. They're as far as you can get on Earth from our physiology. Exactly. Well said, squirrel nuts. Cuttlefish. Yes. Many life forms here. We've got life forms deep beneath the molten rock living off of acid. Okay? And gases that we, you just don't live off of on here on the planet's surface. So life can live anywhere. And to say that little bit of life, whether it's surviving off of acid, a la Alien, the movie, who's to say that can't eventually get to be intelligent? And it's just totally plausible. They are working on Ion Drive right now. Also, we will continue to go on this journey into the paranormal each week. I will get some guests on to speak of certain subject matter. Phil M, isn't there a theory that octopuses came from outer space? I don't know, but again, one of the places in our own solar system that we know kind of the least is our oceans. It's very, very difficult to get that deep. Even radar, sonar, all that good stuff can't show exactly what is down there. It's unexplored, man. Unexplored. So somebody said something here. I'm trying to find it. Who said that? Anyways, I think I'll continue with some trivia questions. Stairpike, yes, a cuttlefish refutes the statement on Antogeny. Oh my God, I can't say that, Stairpike. Oh God. Okay, I'm done. Next question. Gene Moran, what is going on? Good evening, friends. Good to see you, Gene Moran. Haven't seen you in a long time, my friend, but good to have you here again. Let's get back. We've been going and going with this topic. Folding space would be better. Yes. Then we're talking interdimensional, different kinds of theories and stuff like that. 67 thumbs up. Let's get us to 100, please. Thank you. Next question. Here we go. Quite a length between questions there, right? We got into some serious stuff there. Anyways, which star of Greece, 1978, is fascinated by ufology, having witnessed a silvery object speeding through the sky when they were a child? A, John Travolta. It's really weird. B, Olivia Newton-John. C. Stockard Channing, or D. Sid Caesar? Might not be who you think. I think the Roswell incident is real before the government knew to lie. Caught him napping. McDougal McStiffy, 100% agree, of course. I mean, come on. You don't come out with the weather balloon thing. You don't. Jeez. I mean, the carting, the military, and then what was on that back of that truck that left the scene, it wasn't a balloon. And then they came out years after with many other theories. It's not. Anyways, it's not John Travolta, you know what I'm saying? Don't know this one. Johnny A. Oh, Stairpike. There we go, Stairpike. Olivia Newton-John. Good one. So Stairpike gets on the board with 1 point. Bubba with 1. Pro Center with 1. John David with 2. Droon with 2. So very cool. It was, I knew that would throw you off. John Travolta and, Olivia Newton-John. Let's see, where am I at? Now I got to get to the next set of questions because we are moving on. Okay, here we go. Make sure. Okay, there we go. I'm all up. All getting it. A lot of you guys getting it. Swamp Gas is Stairpike. Hey, don't get me started again, Stairpike. Don't get me started. Swamp Gas. Yeah, Ball Lightning. Yeah. Love me some O&J. Dang. I love me some Xanadu. Oh, Xanadu. Oh, anyways, I had such a crush, man, on Olivia Newton-John. Anyways, next question. Let's start whipping out some questions, guys. Yeah. This is one of my favorite subjects. I'm enjoying talking about this with you guys, definitely. If you guys got questions, throw one out there, and I'll try to interweave it into the trivia night. But here we go. Next question. What is a close encounter of the third kind? Is it A, alien abduction? B, seeing an occupant of a UFO? C, being attacked by an alien? Or D, being taken to an alien's home planet? So, close encounter of the third kind is A, alien abduction, B, seeing an occupant of a UFO, C, being attacked by an alien, or D, being taken to an alien's home planet. So, the answer is we're blowing in the wind. The answer is we're blowing in the wind. Wrinkles in space-time bringing them to us, right? Okay, so Eastland Burkholder. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Dune, take drugs, space folds. Okay, here we go. B, Harry Scott gets it. B, Harry Scott gets a point. It is seeing an occupant of a UFO. B, seeing an occupant of a UFO. So there you go. You must see what's in there. I was going to say driving. Flying. Navigating the UFO. Anyways. Very good. Ooh. For sure, Connie. What's going on here? Let me see. I like the story about Roswell, that they were small Chinese spies or dummies. The people who believe that. That's okay. Give me Bernadette Peters. Oh, yeah. Love Bernadette Peters. Yep, she was the jerk. I'm getting them right just late. Hey, no worries, McDougal. Told you I'd get one. Yep, Harry Scott with a point. Yepper. Derby girl here. Hey, Derby girl, what is going on? Always love the roller skate. Yes. Oh, Xanadu. Speaking of Derby girl, yeah. Very cool. So here we go. On to the next question. What did the U.S. military claim that crashed flying saucer at Roswell was? A prop from a feature film. B, a helicopter. C, a weather balloon. Or D, a piece of mining equipment. Let's see who gets it first. Pretty simple. Kind of just said it. But anyways. Emily Thompson, I think they were chimps or possibly even children or deformed adults from an asylum and orphanage. That's why it had to be covered up. So Pro Center, you're going along with the theory that it has nothing to do with an actual crash of a UFO with alien beings. You believe it was us here. Our government crashed while experimenting with either chimps or something like that, children from an orphan or whatever. So that's kind of where you're going with that. Droon got it first. Weather balloon. You move in the lead with 3 points. So you are now in the lead. Pro Center, that. Not that I don't believe that stuff has gone on. It has. It's been. It's a fact that. I'm trying to watch what I say here, but that things have been done that shouldn't have been done in the past. I'll leave it at that. But when it comes to the Roswell incident and the bodies that were found, I do not think that it was us. And I believe the bodies were of ancient. Yes, I do believe they were actual alien bodies. So that's all I'll say. And I do believe that they were the gray aliens. I do believe that they were the aliens which are capable of traveling, quickly, thus, having the problems. Anyways, another show. But I do believe that. Anyways, weather balloon, of course, everybody got most of that correct. For sure. Pro Center, they couldn't let Soviet spies find out what the Air Force was doing. The weather balloons were really spy balloons for picking up nuclear testing by the Soviets. Well, the weather balloons, the giant weather balloons that they sent over there, were used for spying throughout all the way through to the Cold War era too. But yeah, K. Nelson alien autopsy. Well, that's anyways. But. I'm not of. I think that has nothing to do with the Russians, the spy thing. It comes down to me believing that the Roswell incident was an actual craft from wherever, and had the bodies of ancient or alien species there. Preferably you call them the Greys. And I do believe that that's what it was. I mean, we all got our own ideas and stuff like that. So yours, I'm not disrespecting it whatsoever. Do I know 100%? No, I don't know 100%. Do I think I've seen and heard enough evidence and facts since the incident happened till now, over this long of a period? Yes, I think there's plenty enough evidence between the children who have talked, people who have spoken back in the day about what they've seen from the debris that was, the symbols and stuff that were on the metal material that when you bent it, it kind of just straightened right out. Kind of goes 100% with, we may be ahead of what we know by what do they say? 30 years, something like, who knows? But I do not believe that was us. But anyways, The government was open to UFOs and discussing them prior to Roswell. After Roswell, they locked everything down. What do aliens like to eat? Unidentified frying objects. Good one, CM. Thanks for break. Jesse Marcel, lie detector pass. Yes, Jesse Marcel. Yes, yes. Along with some of the kids and the family members who talked to the press after the fact that were old enough to see a lot of what happened. I mean, let's see. Anytime, Maria. I mean, I would love to come on and talk paranormal with you, but yeah, no, good stuff. Stairpike, it is interesting that many of the people who think the moon landing was a hoax have no trouble believing the aliens in that footage are authentic. Speaking of the alien autopsy, alien autopsy is a bunch of garbage. I think, everything leads to that being fake, from the person who had the actual film, so to speak, said they did, to little bits of things that people found out in a photo. And again, I'd have to hone up on that subject matter again. It's hogwash. It's 100% bull, and do not believe it whatsoever. And I believe that's why they were trying to make money off of it and get it out there on one of the networks. But and money was given and traded between hands to somebody. So there you go. Anyways, Stairpike, it is interesting. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, let's get to another trivia question here. Let's keep it going. It looks like Droon has 3, John David with 2, 1 Pro Center, Bubble 1, Stairpike 1, Harry Scott 1. So here we go. What is the name of the famous mailbox situated close by to Area 51? A, the black mailbox. B, the blue mailbox. C, the white mailbox. Or D, the green mailbox. Question number 3. I mean, I'm giving you some easy questions here, you guys. So here we go. Kecksburg UFO, December 9th, 1965. A very good story, Connie Clary. You're bringing up stuff that's just going to spawn off tons of shows here. We're going to start doing 2 paranormal shows a week. No, anyways. I like the autopsy footage, though, especially the alien's belly button. Stairpike. Funny stuff. You gotta love it. Anyways, who gets it first? Let's see. My husband says they're welcome unless they come with a picture of us with the words "How to Prepare a Man" cookbook. Yeah. Stairpike gets it first. A question mark. So Stairpike gets another point. Yes, it is the black mailbox. Although the original was stolen, from what I can tell, it was replaced by a white mailbox, which was also removed. But I believe there once again is a black mailbox at the site. People leave gifts for aliens in and around it. So there you go. But it is the black mailbox. So good on you. Emily, I would take the chance. I mean, I guess it depends what they look like, how they look like they're coming with their intentions. If a UFO opened like in Close Encounters and they came walking out like that, I would take the chance and I would be right in there. Because just thinking of the idea that we have to be on this planet for the rest of our life and never experience anything out there, anything else. I would love to fly to a planet where there is beautiful big red blooms of 15-foot tall whatevers, and with polka dots. Your imagination can run wild. I would love that. And the fact that we're not there yet and able to do that, if it's possible, drives me nuts. Because I hate to say it, But, well, I won't say this, okay, because the planet can be a beautiful place. There are so many beautiful places and so many beautiful places, beautiful people on this planet that I can't just say this is a horrible world. You know, it's not. There's good and bad with everything. It's a 50-50. There's so much bad that happens. Will we ever become more than a type 1 civilization? Will we ever do that? Where, again, Michio Kaku, a theoretical physicist, does believe that we are a type 1 civilization, and hopefully one day we can make it to a type 2 civilization. And if we do, that will be the point to where we can fly out of the solar system and into the next world and just, yeah, I want it to happen. I really, really do. Glow in the dark green mailbox. Pretty sure I beat Stairpike on that one. Peter Werneski, did you? Let me see. Nope. Stairpike is first. He's got A. Connie Cleary is second with A. And then I have on my screen Peter in third. So, Peter, if you haven't heard me mention this before, when it comes to trivia, for some reason, if you type an answer and you're close to being first, sometimes you pop in first. I guess I'm going to have to start getting the chat on the screen over here to the right of me so that you guys can see exactly what I see. So there's no, oh my God, what's going on here? Because it is a thing. It's a fact. People have told me about this about 10 times, 10 different people. So even though it shows up first on yours, you may be second or third. So I have to go with what's going on here. I just want to jump in the tardies with Doctor Who. David Tennant from Doctor Who. Heck yeah, Derby Girl would love to do that. My gosh. Give me a tardies and I'll be happy with that. Yeah, true. Give me that. Let me travel, man. Let me travel. Give me the choice to travel. Not me, I remember to serve man. Well, that's... Yeah, again, it depends what they look like. Has there been a discussion? Is it just a UFO landing and then you have to make a quick decision? If that's the case, I will look. Okay, I'm going, or I'm not. If it looks too scary from what... I'm not going. But anyways, no, life's too short, man. Get me out of this solar system. Let me see something different. Well, Cody Jarrett, you make a good point. I would not... My kids would have to be older, a little bit older than they are now, for me to make that decision, because I definitely wouldn't leave them. That's for sure. But if they're older, if I'm older, give me, let's see, a rough age that you would say, okay, I'm ready to go. Maybe in my 60s, I don't know. I think maybe that would be a good point for me to say, okay, I love you kids. You're old enough now. I'm going to take a chance and see the universe, see what's out there. So maybe that's what I'd do. Anyways, Falcor would rock, but you need atmosphere. Rock me Amadeus. My doctor is Tom Baker. Yeah. You know what? Oh boy, how tough is it? I like Tom Baker too. I do like Tom Baker. I would just like to travel to... Hey, time travel would be great too, man. Looks can be deceiving. I know that, Pro Center, but if you're one that wouldn't take a chance, then that's fine. Me, I'd take a chance. I like Earth. I'm happy here. Yeah, good. Sick pup, says 10. McDougal McStiffy, I believe the aliens have always been here. In fact, I think they are the reason we're here. There's a good discussion for that, McDougal McStiffy, that we were planted here, or even tinkered with. Life here was tinkered with to create what we are today. Maybe a little bit of tinkering with Neanderthal, or even way before then. The theories are wide in range. So let me get another trivia out there. We've got about 8 minutes, and then I'll move on and get ready for the Old Time Radio stream tonight. So with that said, and I will put this one last time. Give the Patreon a join or the channel membership. Both include 8 movie nights a month. So every Friday and Sunday there is a movie night at 8 p.m. Eastern time where we get together in this little platform and watch all kinds of really cool movies. Put a poll up every Monday for movie night. And yeah, it's really, really fun. It's just fun seeing everybody vote. And also, we got a big old party this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the passing 80,000 subscribers, which we've now passed 81.1 subscribers and keep going and on our way. So there you go. I'd love a Stargate or a trip on the Destiny. Good choices, Tracy Hysteria. A Stargate would be perfect too, right? Something simple and easy. There you go. Okay. Thank you, JLR. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you. Gotta love when I talk about my joining the Patreon or the channel membership. Everybody leaves. They drop out for a few. That's fine. People, man. People are people. So what do you need? And I don't even know why I say it. We haven't had one in a good couple weeks. But anyways. But I love y'all. Next question. Let's get another one in. Regarding why extraterrestrial life hasn't contacted Earth on a mass scale that we know of, what is the name of the hypothesis that explains their keeping a distance behavior? A, the safari hypothesis. B, the mirror hypothesis. C, the observation hypothesis. Or D, the zoo hypothesis. So, question number 4. And this was, I'll give a little hint. There was a Twilight Zone episode about this, so I just got to put that out there. Anyways, Holly, what is going on? Depeche Mode rules. David Gahan rules. If you haven't heard David Gahan from Depeche Mode, his recent stuff, Holly, do a search on whatever you use to look up music. It is fantastic. He does an awesome job. Why all the C's? A, finally. I said there was a Twilight Zone episode about this. Do you guys remember? Pro Center gets a point. D, it is the zoo hypothesis. Or to put it another way, alien life simply observes us like animals in a zoo. Somewhat like we do with the ants. We hover over and we watch them. You know what I mean? So, yes, that is pretty much it. The zoo hypothesis. Thank you, Tracy. Check out the Lately Horror Show's merch site. Yes, there's Harry Scott just got his gigantic fleece blanket to keep him warm this summer. And the air conditioner, gets a cold in the house. So you need a nice big fleece blanket. But yeah, from mugs to water tumblers, t-shirts, even caps and all that good stuff. There's tons of very cool stuff on there. And give it a check. 10% discount for anybody who uses late as their code. Late in the merch shop gets you 10% off at any given time at this point, until I'm ready to, take that down. But yeah, please join the Patreon. Did like, subscribe, and comment, please. I wonder why they blocked that. Yes, thank you, Cam's Crash Courses. Why did they block that? That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. There is a fanny pack on there, Ollie. You got the fanny pack, I think. Okay, one more question, and then we will round this show out. One more question. Can't wait for the next one, man. We'll next one we'll have Heather Arnold on talking about ancient aliens and the ancient giants in the Caribbean, the Aruba area. Very interesting stuff she's got to talk about. So look forward to that next Thursday, I do believe, hopefully. Next question. What is the name of the alien species featured in the 2016 movie Arrival? What is the name of the alien species featured in the 2016 movie Arrival? A. Gelfs. B. Despair squids. C. Heptapods. Or D. Simulants. And the answer, please. If you've seen the movie, you know this. It's pretty simple. Anyways. Let's see. The excavation had uncovered the statue's haunches to reveal a tail wrapped cat-like around its body. Yes, there, Pike. Very, very interesting. Got that code a little late. Get it? Dog mom joke. Oh, Holly, yeah. Yeah, use late at any time, and it'll give you 10% off. Connie Clary, Dino, Star Trek Next Gen had an episode about the zoo experiment. They did too, Connie Clary. The Twilight Zone one always sticks out in my mind just because I love the Twilight Zone. First person with the point is Harry Scott. Gets another point. C. It is C. Heptapods. So very, very good. What a good discussion this evening. Gelfs are in Red Dwarf, ain't they? Yep. Yeah, Armac, there you go. How you doing, Armac? Yep. No, Dark Crystal are the Gelfs, the Gelflings. Yes, Pro Center. That was a hell of a film. Dino and Mods, peace, positive vibes. Thank you, CM. I will see you guys at the Old Time Radio stream tonight. Spooky mystery stories. So that will be fun. It's been another great trivia night. Again, if you didn't check out my interview with Doug Bradley, Pinhead himself, Hellraiser, it was a very, very good interview, and we discussed a ton of different things. So hopefully you guys check that out if you haven't, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're here for the first time. And yeah, JLR, thank you, Dino. This was fun as always. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of you guys who are always here in the chat, always chiming in, being part of it. Movie night tomorrow, Friday night, so 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you want somewhere to be, check out the Patreon. We will be there. We will be having a fun movie night. Or join the channel membership down here, the little join button if you see it. Yeah, so all that good stuff, man. Thank you. Good night, all. Okay, so with that said, peace out and take care, everybody. I will end this by pressing the... you got to do 50. I'm a one-man band here, you know what I mean? So I got to stop this.